Hello friends, welcome to Bikepacking, learning to bikepack, episode 3. So today, I'm actually on my mountain bike and I'm a little overpacked. You can't tell, we've had a bit of snow recently. Woo! But it was too late, so Hey, so while I'm waiting on a nice cup of tea, I decided I'd go over my bike with you. And if you're wondering, English breakfast this morning, I'm a black tea drinker. Though I really like Assam teas from India. Some nice black malty stuff, or chais. A good spice chai will do me. Well, so, as you can tell, it got a little muddy last night. But that's okay. So up front, this is a big winter sleeping bag. It's a cheap one, so that's why it doesn't pack up really small. So the way I have this rigged up, just 2 straps going through to the compression straps. If you can see that. And then I found that was sagging, and I found it was sagging quite a bit. Yesterday, it was actually rubbing my tire a little bit when I got to downhills and I was braking and kind of lurching the bike.
Wait a minute. Before we go on any further, I realized I did say something stupid. Now, take a look at my bag here. It is sagging below the crown of my fork, and I have an air fork, so I can't 100% lock it out. If I go over big bumps, or if I brake heavy, it will dive. And if I open up the suspension for a downhill, the wheel's going to move up and it's going to touch my tire. So the goal for next time is to figure out a way to prevent it from sagging that low.
So what I first had was a knot here, and I carabinered to this strap, but I'm going all the way to the next strap today, and we're going to see how that goes. Then this bag, I recognize this. This is one I made for my cross bike, and it fits surprisingly well on this bike. So I decided I'd bring it, and I just am keeping food, and I have my water filtration kit, an emergency blanket, stuff like that. Most of it today, or half of it, was kept by that banana bread. And fun thing, Eureka! Oh, Eureka! Although that was a tent. And then finally back here, this is actually my underquill for my hammock. And I decided to put it back here just on a whim. It was one less thing to take up room in my pack, so I could make sure I have enough room for spare warm clothes. Because as of right now, I'm kind of hot, but it's cold and windy, and once I get moving down there, it'll get worse, and at night it was pretty bad. So the way that this guy is rigged up is I have just one strap going all the way through, and I tied off 2 of the compression straps here so this wouldn't slide down any further. And then I just took a rope and I wrapped it a couple of times down and around, and then over through the front. I didn't want to wrap around. I know this isn't really the best for a dropper seat post, but I'm not really using it right now, and this is a pretty soft material. I'm not worried about it. And the carabiner with the gate all wrapped up just to make sure it doesn't come loose. And I mean, hey, I'm bike packing. I gotta have something hanging off the saddle. That's how you make that iconic bike look. So I would say pretty decent setup. By all means, not perfect. If it got really wet, if I was dealing with actual rain and whatnot, setup's not good at all. I would have had a wet sleeping bag, would have wet underquill, and I don't have a dry cover for my backpack that I had my hammock and other stuff in. But I knew it wasn't going to rain, so I said, what the heck, I'm going to go for it. And I think it turned out alright. I'd do it again. Just gotta watch it. So overall, I'm really happy with it. Just wish that sleeping bag wasn't so puffy. But it kept me warm, so I can't complain there. Oh yeah, last thing, I did lose my water bottle. We'll see if we can find that. Next time, I will actually strap it down, which I realize looking at, since it's hanging underneath the bike, it's a lot easier for it to lurch forward and out, rather sitting inside the triangle, which keeps it much more secure. With rough roads, that makes much more sense. So with my bike, I wouldn't say it was the wrong bags for the right bike exactly. It's more like in real bike packing, going like several days, encountering all the weather, yeah, they're the wrong bags. They're not, two of them aren't even just bags, they're just compression sacks that I have for whatever it's holding anyway. So, yeah. But it works out. Until next time, guys.